Annette King. I've called the honourable member.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question to the Prime Minister. Does he stand by his statement with regard to milk prices that they are getting a fair price and that the work we've done so far would indicate they are? If not, what has changed his mind?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, yes, I do stand by my full statement. I think it's an interesting observation when I read out my full statement, Mr Speaker, the way that sometimes members opposite will want to try and give one impression by at least truncating the quotes I have. So the full statement was, work we've done so far would indicate they are, but, quote, sometimes daylight is the best disinfectant. As I said yesterday, it looks like a competitive market, but it's important that consumers feel a degree of confidence. That's why National has decided to support a select committee inquiry.
The Honourable Annette King.
Question, Mr Speaker. Why did he not believe consumers who told him and his government as far back as February last year that the price of milk was too high, having gone up by over 9% by his own Minister of Agriculture's calculations?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr Speaker, firstly, because under the Food Price Index, what it shows is that fresh milk's gone up 1.7% over the last 6 months, no doubt helped by Fonterra's supermarket price freeze, and for the very same reason I assume that Labor didn't rush in when it went up 23% in the last 2 years under their watch.
The Honourable Annette King.
Question, Mr Speaker.
Order. Order, the Honourable Annette King.
Just wait, you hurry.
Order. No, we won't have that kind of interjection.
Well, we won't have that sort of interjection, Mr Speaker.
Order. No, I think we've had enough. The Honourable Annette King will ask a question without further...
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Does he recall saying in 2008 in opposition that the then government should do something to reduce the cost of milk because families were rationing it to their children? If so, why has it taken an opposition push for a select committee inquiry before he will acknowledge that something needs to be done about the price of milk now he's in government?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Yes, because milk prices have risen 23% under Labor in the last 2 years, and the government has been doing things. The Commerce Commission was looking to see whether it could actually undertake an inquiry. As all members know, they are independent and governed by the Commerce Act, and so the government wanted to wait and see whether they would actually respond. The government's also had interdepartmental inquiries taking place and has been doing quite a bit of work.
The Honourable Annette King.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker. Does he stand by his answer to oral question on the 11th of February 2010 that milk will become much more affordable when the tax cuts come in October? And if so, how many more families now can afford milk than then?
The Right Honourable Prime
Mr
Minister.
Speaker, yes, by definition it does, because milk has gone up 1.7% over the last 6 months, helped by Fonterra's price freeze, and New Zealanders across the board got a net positive tax cut, which was distributionally even over the course of the last budget.
Te Roroa Flavel.
Taku pātai te reo Māori, Mr Speaker. Ki te Premier, nā te kaha hāngai o Fonterra, ki te utu o te miraka, ka whai atu te Premier i tā te Pāti Māori i whakarewa e whā ngā marama ki muri, ke whakawhānuitia te arotakinga o te utu o te miraka ki te tūtohu trading among farmers o Fonterra.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, that's a matter for the Select Committee, governed by obviously the Commerce Select Committee, to determine the terms of reference.
Question number 5, Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.